Welcome to Fearless and Focused. I'm Brooke,
And I'm Casey,
and we're here to share bold stories, real talk,
and strategies to help you push past fear and level up.
Let's get fearless and focused. Let's talk about alignment. And I know that this is your jam, Casey. You are like alignment, alignment, alignment. Get an alignment, girl. So talk to us about alignment, and are your actions matching your goals? Tell us what that looks like.
Yeah. This is my favorite word. In fact, I think this is
It
going to
really
be
is.
my word for 2026. Like I've used it so much this year, but next year, like it really takes a lot of meaning. So I think this is going to be my word for 2026. Have you figured out yours yet?
No, I lag in this area, but that is a perfect one for you.
Yes. And I think that this flows into this section as if, if you don't have your word or some direction, this is an easy time for, a great time for you to figure that out, because this is kind of like the foundation of your audit and what makes sure that you are in alignment. I don't know how to not use that word for matching all of the things that you're trying to achieve. So I just want to read this list because it's a great list for someone to just stop the pod and then kind of just write these down. So here's some questions to make sure that your goals are in alignment and you take this audit so you know what you're chasing, and it feels right so you can be successful. So number one, does your calendar match your goals? Do a calendar audit. What's on your calendar? That is a true reflection of what you're going to accomplish for the year. And if you're not using a calendar, like that's the first step, start using a calendar. Does your habits match your goals? Does your team match your goals? Does your leadership match your goals? Does your marketing match your goals? And does your energy match your goals? Which is probably my biggest thing is, are you feeling drained and overwhelmed every day? Because guess what? If you are, the success of your business is going to feel drained and overwhelmed and a struggle, and just like you're beating your head against the wall. So I think that this is, especially for women, a huge piece that if you want to change in 2026, take an audit of all these things that I just mentioned and how does that look and feel to you? And if it feels off, you're out of alignment. Therefore, your goals are going to be out of an alignment. I hope that explained that kind of
Yeah,
good.
no, that's amazing. And I'm sitting here in my head going through everything because you have put me in alignment. You've done a lot of helping me, with manifestation and alignment and goal setting and doing all of these things. You're really structured and really good. And that's kind of where I struggle. I'm a visionary, have lots of ideas. I have a lot of energy, but like reining that in and getting aligned, like it was a challenge for me. And so you have been amazing. So I knew that you were going to shine in this area. I was like, I'm not even going to try, girl, you go. But for me, thinking about as someone who I have been more in alignment and I have leveled up on so many different fields that I was, trying to grow in from 2024 into 2025. And here we go into 2026. So if you're someone that's like, I feel good, I'm there, and now like getting to the next thing, sometimes you can fall back out of alignment a little bit because you are overwhelmed with what you have done and what you have accomplished and what you have manifested and put into, alignment, if that makes sense. So just for instance, I know taking an audit with everything you said, and I was mentally checklisting that I have to get an EPA, an executive personal assistant, because I am doing all these things, but I found myself dropping the ball some because there is so much. I'm looking at my calendar and there is so much that's on there because I live and die by that, right? If it's not on I'm like, people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, let me check my calendar and see, let me see, because I don't know. And so that's for me, like that's one of the actionable steps I'm taking. I know I need, by doing my audit, I need to delegate more. And I actually need a person to help me in both business and my personal life. So I'm looking for that EPA. You know anyone out there, by the way, in the local Little Rock, Arkansas area? If anybody's listening, that's one of the things that I'll be doing. Thanks for tuning in to Fearless and Focused. Remember, success is not about being perfect. It's about showing up, staying bold, and taking action.
If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration.
Keep chasing your dreams, staying fearless, and keeping your focus strong.
Until the next time, stay
Fearless and focused.